What is up, Coretics? Welcome back to the series where I recustomize and review past TLC vehicles that didn't have good microphone quality before late 2019. So as always, guys, feel free to let me know down below in the comments what car you want to see me recustomize next, and I'll display the most liked vehicle suggestion comment in the next customization video. So in today's video, we're going to be customizing the Ocelot Ardent, which I customized / reviewed back in 2017 when it released. So the Ardent released with the Gunrunning update drip feed in August of 2017, and is available from the Warstock website for about 1.1 million. Now, in regards to performance, in the Sports Classics class, and used to not be available to use in races due to the machine guns that came with stock. However, in December of 2022, so about 5 years later, Rockstar finally made it usable in races. And it's a good thing they did that because this car is one of the top 3 performing cars in the class, not including HSW, for most tracks. It's very easy and smooth to drive, very quick, just a really nice driving car overall. Now, in terms of what the Ardent is based on, is primarily based on the Lotus Esprit Sport 300, just a great looking car with that iconic late 80s / early 90s supercar / sports car design. Absolutely love it. But anyways, let's go ahead and check out the customization of the Ardent. Alright, Ardent, let's do it. Alright, so we got armor, brakes, bumpers. So you got secondary stock bumper, so it puts that trim secondary color. Then you got the sport bumper. Then you got the secondary. Then you got the tuner, which I love the tuner bumper. I think it looks really good. Then you got the secondary version of that. So I'm gonna go with the regular tuner bumper there. Rear bumpers, you got the classic bumper, which kind of curves the edges of the bumper a bit more. It also adds a vent in the center. Not too bad. I mean, the vent does look a bit weird, but I do like how it kind of smooths out the back end of the bumper, so I guess we'll do that. Engine tunes, we'll do that. Engine cover, so you got a smooth cover if you don't like the stock vents there. Then you got the dual vents, I like that. You got the tuner cover, which looks good. Custom exposed engine, so different exposed engine options there with the different valve covers. I'm kind of feeling the dual vented cover. This one's nice, but this one looks good too. All personal preference. This one's nice as well. I like this one. I'll go with that. Exhaust. So you can do an oval exhaust. So stock, you have the dual exit here. You can just do an oval. It's a shame they didn't give us like a a dual exit setup where we have one on this side and one on the other side. But it is what it is. I guess I'll keep the stock. I kind of prefer that over the single. Fenders, you can do plastic or you can do secondary. I'm going to leave it stock in the primary. Hood, you got the smooth hood. So the stock hood looks great. I mean, it's got this like raised center section, then it's got these vents. But if you want to get rid of that and make it smooth, you can do this. You can do a vented, dual vented. You can do the sport hood, which I actually like a lot. The tuner, or you can do the deep vented. I'm going to go with the sport hood. Lights, so this car of course does have the pop-up headlights, love that. We can do some xenons. I'm just gonna leave them in the standard like white. Plates, we'll do a black background. I don't really have a custom plate for this, so I guess I'll just do my track plate. Respray, so for this I wanted to do a color kind of like the real life racing green metallic from Lotus. So we're gonna go to metallic. We're gonna go down here to sea green, and then for pearlescent we're gonna do, go back up here, we're gonna do a gasoline green pearl. And look at that, just especially when the light hits it, just such a good color for this car. It kind of gives us those 90s vibes, you know, 90s supercar / sports car vibes. I just love it. So we're gonna do that. Secondary color is gonna be any secondary parts you choose, and of course this trim here on the side, which is kind of weird with the lower part of the skirt and a little piece there on the front bumper. It's kind of strange. It does nothing in the interior. You can see there's nothing red in here currently, so it's, and nothing with the brake calipers either, so it's literally just that section and then any secondary parts. So I'm not a fan of that stripe. I'm gonna make it match, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do our sea green here. Boom. Equivalent for this car goes on the door, very small. Sport upgrades, you got the classic spoiler, I love that. You got the tuner, and then you have the secondary tuner. So I'm gonna go with the classic spoiler for sure, and of course you get the traction benefit. You definitely need that, and it looks good too. So suspension, I'm definitely gonna lower it. Transmission, turbo, wheels. Now this one, I kind of wanted like a nice 5-spoke wheel. So I've gone through like all the wheels here, and I'm gonna go to the track category, and I'm gonna throw on here the 90s running. I think these just look so perfect on this car. And a nice simple 5-spoke with the bolts on the edge of the wheel give us that nice 2-piece look. I just love that. So do that there. It's got the center locks too. It just looks so good. So put that on there. Wheel color, I want to leave it in the alloy. I don't because we only get the center section changing, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave that alloy. Windows, I think we'll do some light smoke. I don't want to like make it too dark, so we'll just do that there, and that's all the options. All right, exit to ground. Let's take it for a drive. It looks so good lowered with those wheels. Very happy with that. Oof, that color, yes. Wow. Oh, I'm really happy with that. That is nice. That is the color for this car. That looks so good. Wow. I love the interior too. I love the sunroof. They did this car right. And then of course you got the machine guns, which are pretty useless, but it does come standard on this car, which is the reason it's so expensive. By today's GTA economy, it's not really that expensive. 1.1 million for this car, that's kind of normal. But back then, the Gunrunning update came out in 2017. This was considered very expensive, you know, 1.1 mil. But so here's the guns. They're okay, you know. I just love how smooth and how quick this car is, and the handling is just—it's so easy to drive. Change direction, even bumpy roads it does very well. Over curbs, sidewalks, everything, it's just very smooth. Now, it is worth mentioning, I'm going to bring this thing into the Avenger here for you guys, so you guys can see. I called it my Avenger. You can also do this in the MOC, I believe also the Arena. And in here you're gonna see it does have some livery options. Now this car does come standard with the machine guns, but the livery option is only available in here. So you have all the usual camos you have for most of the gun running vehicles and stuff, but there are festive liveries that were unlocked here, you know, over multiple years of Christmas updates and stuff. So you have the tartan and then the deck the halls. So I don't think you can get those anymore. I think last year they gave us one of these for free. I can't remember, but these are the ones that they kind of added over the years. So yeah, just wanted to show that. Although I personally, anyway, I prefer it without the livery, either way. So all right, let's go ahead and exit here, and let's continue our drive. Let me turn around and go through here. I love the way this thing drives. And this is kind of like a forgotten car as well, because of the fact that, you know, all those years, what, like 5 years, you couldn't use it in races, right? Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Rockstar 5 years later, they were like, you know what, let them use it in races, which is kind of weird. But it's usable, and it actually makes the car, you know, a lot more useful than it was before. So, for that reason, I definitely think it's a lot more worth it now. I love the way it looks, man. Such a good looking car. You can see how smooth it is over everything here. And good steering response. It's kind of glued to the ground. I mean, kind of ripping in here back and forth through different bumps and stuff. And I mean, you can see it's very, very glued to the ground. Just corner hard here. Look at that. A little bit of traction loss, but I mean, it's very, very predictable, savable. Such a great car, man. I love it. Alright, let's go ahead and open all the doors and stuff here. Manage vehicles, preferences, doors, all, and everything opens up. I forgot this thing even had it has the spare wheel here in the front. That's so cool in the front compartment. That is awesome little detail. Of course, that's the stock wheel. Got the interior, which I believe is very similar on the Stromberg, but it's a very limited interior. They haven't reused this in many cars. There's the engine model. Oh wow, so this one's different than the exposed engine model we saw. I actually like this better. Not the best texture quality, but from a bit of a distance it looks good. Wow. This car to me, well worth its price tag, especially since it's usable in races now and stuff. Just a really good car. Love it. Definitely buy one if you don't own it already. I think it's 100% worth it. The guns are obviously useless. You know, they're sort of like there, but it just is what it is. I wish that would have been a separate option in the Avenger or the MOC, just so that we don't have that eyesore there. But I mean, it's so small, you don't really notice too much anyway unless you're looking for it. But yeah, definitely let me know down below in the comments what car you guys want to see me recustomize from late 2019 and older that I haven't recustomized again yet. Thanks again for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.